Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
From 17-yard line.
First down throw for Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back in the reach. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Rush in! Rush in! Up, up! 43 is the mic. Watch them run. They're running it.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 99! Check 99! Hurry, hurry!
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. 27 yards there, a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Alert! 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 6-6, bullet high. Run. Shoot. Hurry!
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
54, Mike. 54. Hey, alert 33. 54. Hey, defense.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
52. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From the gun, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
A 21-yard attempt.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Panthers.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. First down, Bridgewater. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
A gain of 36 yards. And the Panther first down.
15, Mike, run. Give me that ball.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Mack Wilson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hurry!
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
Red alert!
It's 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
43. Hey, seam 6. God.
Field. He's going to air one out. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hurry! Hey, alert 33. 54, right there. Hey, Alpha. Hey, here we go. 54.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got a man, complete. That's good for 28 yards. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game.
It's going to be a long day. Run. It's going to be a long day. Mike's 50. Point it right.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Defense wins championships. Real. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch. Up. 54. Hey, alert. Regular. Don't get nervous. One touch.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Bridgewater steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to air one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Bridgewater to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. They'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hurry! 43 in the mic.
Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mayfield now, 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it. For this, you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
King!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Give him 2 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch out. Check. Let's go. Check.
They give it off here to the tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check it back. Real.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Hey, alert 33. Watch out.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that showed a little bit of faith. It actually showed a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. B.J. Goodson, his 2nd sack of the night. To try again after the sack. Bridgewater, he'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. A run for Nick Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Run. Keep it up, guys. Check nickel.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Left side, it's Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Alert! X3, 218, chop.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Mike's 43. Bring it. 36. Hey, alert 33. SOS.
And again, it's Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this 3rd step. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Jamie Gillandale as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. So now the Panthers down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They'll have 2 timeouts and, of course, also the 2-minute warning as they go to work on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll make it 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in
a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 74 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch. Tomorrow.
Critical extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey! 43. Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hurry, hurry! Check curls, check curls. Hey, high 7. Hurry, hurry! Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Hey, watch the ball.
Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
We got this.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Watch the slant. Real. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hurry!
They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Switch! Run. Hurry!
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch the edge. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 50. Point it right. Check out.
3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now it's the Panthers' turn, trailing by a touchdown. 34 seconds to go. Now they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.